I wouldn't say sceptical, I was unsure. I think if you want to get a business that you've started running right and better and more profitably and probably bigger, the Action Coach, there clearly is a track that they get you running on, and they know what they're talking about. Very bogged down with it, far too involved with it. After 28 years, it was getting pretty hard work. I wanted to, move away from it and, start planning either stepping back or definitely on the verge of calling it quits. It was the idea that I could structure the business so it's a proper business, and I could do my role properly, which is to work on the business, as they say. We set more goals and knew we were aiming towards them, and we're always checking where we are relative to getting there, because you're paying for it, you've instructed it, you've decided that's what you're going to do, so there's no point ignoring it. Sometimes it feels a bit like homework, but it's necessary. Scary as it might seem, for the 28 years before I met Jamie, we didn't have a marketing strategy at all. We basically didn't do marketing. Huge change. We now are marketing very specifically to our industry. Got more work. Because we're building up the overhead costs, we've moved to bigger premises, we've taken on more people. The cost of going quiet is faster and much bigger. So the marketing is, one of its roles is to make sure we don't have dips, or if we do, they're short. I was doing most things, admin, invoicing, costings, everything. And now there's systems in place for health and safety, accounting, invoicing, drawings breakdown, all sorts. From the beginning of Action Coach, turnover-wise, about 200%. In the first 12 months, it improved a lot, about 45%. We then were in a position to fund our move, which is a big move and a lot of new machinery from cash flow, rather than having to borrow money in. We were maxed out at about £2 million a year, and this place we could operate about £10 million business out of here, which we hope to do in about 2.5 years. What we call our core staff has gone from about 12 to 25, probably heading towards 40. It's quite exciting to see it coming together, and we can now kind of take on this. Our industry is expanding very quickly at the moment, and we can now go into that sort of demand wave much more confidently. I identified where my stress points were, which is within the execution of what we do, because although the end product doesn't really matter, the deadlines are very, very sharp, and there's enormous penalties if you miss them. And so the key stress for me was trying to be in control of the entire execution of the jobs. And there might be 9 at a time with multiple deadlines. And so now we've got people in place to kind of deal with that through their roles, growing very rapidly at the moment. And so we're able to expand into it, fairly confident that it can all happen, and we'll come out of it running a better business.